Season 2 dates just got announced and all of the information coming with patch 12.1. Hey guys, Petko here, welcome to another video. A few minutes ago, Blizzard went on a record finally and told us that on the 12th of August or 11th if you are American, officially the patch goes through. So what does it mean? When does the season ends? What about the rewards? When the new season starts? What about all the class changes? We're gonna dive today deeper, talk about it, and hopefully it should give you more clarity so you can plan ahead your schedule. Okay, so first of all, what's gonna happen on the week of the 12th of August? So 12th of August is roughly 2 weeks from now. That's when the patch comes out. Now, assuming that stays correct, the season should be closing around the 11th. If you are American, likely a few hours before the weekly reset. So let's just assume it's gonna be around the 11th. I think the weekly reset usually is lunchtime European time for Americans. I don't know what time is. Maybe it's your early morning local time. Same thing is gonna happen for Europeans. Usually for us it's like around midnight, which is a few hours before the reset. So that's when the season can officially close. Which means if you are trying to push for Mythic Plus title, the 1% title, the 0.1% title, etc., that should all be closing in 2 weeks from now. I think Cutting Edge should also be closing at the same time, although I'm not 100% sure. I think you can still claim the KSM mounts even before the next season starts, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I gotta double check. Okay, so what's gonna happen actually on the 12th of August? What's coming out? Obviously, every single new dungeon that we'll be playing will be something that you wanna care about. As you can see, fresh dungeon rotation. This is all the new dungeons that you guys have already seen and experienced on Mythic difficulty and Heroic. Also, the new dungeon Ultra Fangs. Okay, new world boss, Numerissa Wave Color. Okay, so that is gonna be a flexible raid now. Instead of the original world boss, you go in, you try to gather 40 people or 30 people from the whole world. Now it's kind of a single target, a single boss encounter where you just queue up for it. Okay. So this solves two issues. First of all, world lag. Every time a new patch came out, world lag happened, especially when the world boss is surrounding. This is gonna solve the problem, and it's gonna be also available on harder difficulties. For example, Heroic. I don't think Mythic difficulty world boss will be open, so maybe only Heroic for now. But that still should give us a pretty decent items, at least as a entry towards the new raid. Okay. That's what I believe. Praise Season 2 normal and hard mode unlocks. This is likely going to be our catch-up gear from the Praise, from the Mythic Zero, from the Delves. All of this will be our catch-up system. Okay. Why do I say this? Is because the item level you are going to be receiving is going to be much higher and slightly, probably roughly on the heroic level of what you are about to receive. Or what you were receiving season 1. Now, there is no official document yet to tell us exactly what item level you are getting from all of these content, but very soon, usually a lot of people are making those. As soon as there is one, I'll let you guys know so we can experience it. Training grounds arenas are also opening all together with that. Now, here's the interesting part. The raid hasn't been mentioned. So that means on the 19th of August, a new raid, normal, heroic, mythic, and raid finder unlocks. So everything is happening on the week of the 19th of August or 20 for Europe. Every single thing. There will be no heroic week. Previously, there were a heroic week. Nowadays, no heroic week, it seems like. So Water First race begins right at that point. That is when the new season of Mythic Plus starts. Mythic World First race begins, etc. I would assume for the first couple of days you're gonna see a lot of splits into Mythic Progress, and that's about it. PvP Season 2 starts, Mythic Plus Season 2 begins, Delve Season 2 Bountiful Delving Keys begins. So you will likely want to stack up some keys from the previous week to this week and use all of the Bountiful keys right here, likely, just to get a better gear. Nightmare Praise begins, but that's actually gonna be absolutely useless for the most part. I don't think you're ever gonna play a Nightmare Praise because, once again, if you can spam Mythic Plus, High Mythic Plus above 10, you're gonna get much better gear, so you wanna be really using the praise as a catch-up system. I don't think gonna ever farm them for gear, so maybe for your ults, that's about it. Great vote contribution begins. I don't know if the vote would. I think completing Mythic Zeros here and completing Delphs, etc., will give you vote for this season, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I guess waiting for clarification, but if that is the case, it will be actually quite important to complete several M0s to get some better chance to get a tier set early on. Okay, at least I hope that'll be the case. Now, for the people that are unaware, they changed this on the last 2 bosses of Mythic. You are going to be getting yourself a much higher item level, but those are going to be happening likely several weeks or months into the tier, unless you were at first raised in the hour notice. But you know, if you don't, you're gonna get 9 out of 6 upgradable items from the last 2 bosses, which means you're gonna have on average 3 item level more than any other person that does not Mythic rate, especially the final 2 bosses. Okay. Catalyst charge is still gonna be a thing, so worry not. 8 weeks from the start of the patch, which means 8 weeks from the 12th of August, which should be roughly around October, maybe around the 13th of October. Likely we're gonna see the patch 12.1, 12.1.5, which means that's when we're gonna be getting our bonus rolls, which we can use to get Mythic track items. Okay, that's the whole schedule of the patch 12.1 so far, and as you can see, from the 3rd week onwards, you're gonna just get more Raid Finder wings. But honestly, Raid Finder becomes obsolete the week that Mythic raiding is out and Heroic raiding, because at the end of the day, you're only gonna do LFR if you don't complete your 4-piece. You're looking to get a 4-piece the first week to get the most damage out of your spec class. So you are probably, if you are a World First Raider or you raid in a serious guild, you're probably gonna be I don't know, like farming splits like crazy the first couple of days, into Heroic splits, into Mythic progress, maybe like day number 5 or 6, realistically speaking. Which is unfortunately for a lot of people. For me, I'm gonna be focusing Mythic Plus extensively and just do Heroic and normal raiding at some other point. I gotta see exactly when and how. And that's about it. I think that's everything mentioned so far. Yeah, there's nothing else here mentioned. Title Venomous, here you go. The title reward here, Commander, Venomous Champion, if you are within 1%, and if you are within the 0.1%, and we're getting a Venomous Hero Midnight Season 2. So I think, looking at Raider AO right now, the title cutoffs, for Europe, 4,188. We're probably gonna be at like, how much score can we get in 2 weeks though? 4,220 ish, I would say. Maximum 32 score in like 2 weeks. I don't know, that's what I think. Man, I could be wrong. And I think for Europe, for NA is much lower. Actually slightly lower, maybe like 4.2k for NA. It should be fine. Anyway, that's everything so far, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if there's any more info, I'll let you guys know. Class changes should be happening pretty soon. Maybe tonight or tomorrow. Should be on the lookout. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.